Hi guys, it's Maria from Sweden here, aka Planner Mother of Three. Welcome back to my channel here in Stockholm. I am about to start my business planner, the planner where I have all of my appointments and of course other things within my life. This is a planner where I do much more of a detailed planning. Of course, I use my mobile and the digital outlook and so forth. But being an analog person, I really need to have everything on a spread to see how busy I am and what I'm supposed to do. For you who follow me know probably that I have been in this Wonderland 222 that I have loved. I've loved it from the beginning till now and I still love it, but there is one thing that I really don't like, and that's the note page taking, the note pages. They are not that many, they are around 80 pages, and I realize that I always end up, asking myself if this is this as important that I will take one, square of this page, or should I write it somewhere else? Because I felt that I will, soon be without any note pages. So what I did then was that I had an extra notebook on this side. So then I was, in between and didn't really know where to write what, and I ended up starting to use this one for my to-do lists, which worked really well. And the best thing of that is that I can also take this one with me. I can leave this one at home. But what I decided, so I love this one. So 100% I'm a Wonderland 222. I might come back again because the weekly spreads, the weekly pages are awesome. I am a vertical weekly planner person, and I really like that every column here is a little bit wider than the Hobonichi weeklies are. I'll show you the difference. Because the weekly spreads in the Hobonichi, they are, I'll show you here. Here's the last spread of this planner. As you can see here, if I put, here is Monday and here is Monday. And as you can see, we're on Wednesday when we just ended Tuesday here. Because in the Hobonichi Cousin you have a place here to make your list, and you have the whole day from 5 to 4, and then every day, all the 7 days are in the same size. But here they have decided to take Saturday and Sunday on the same column, and then have a place here to write your notes for the day or whatever. I loved it, and it looks like this when I use it, where I do my color coding in 3 different ways, my work and client related, and the administration meetings and marketing and everything else that I need to do within my company, and then the personal stuff. And I've used different colors for different week, and I loved how it looks like when I work here. It's a place where I have a lot of space to write on, and I love it. But then there is this note pages, lack of note pages in the end, that has been, talking to me and saying, I'm not that happy with it. Can you please find another system and so forth? And I then said to myself, why should I go for something totally new again when I always end up loving my cousin? So, and I have already ordered all of the planners from the Hobonichi, the cousin, the full year and the half year, the avec. the A6 and the Weeks Mega and so forth. So I have a stash of everything here, and before I opened and started up a new, for this purpose, a Hobonichi Cousin, I decided to try it out in the one that I used to use throughout this year. And this was the July to December Cousin that I really, really loved, because it's tiny and easy to use. 6 months, and then you take a new cousin avec, and then you continue for another 6 months. And this works really well for me, as my company has a financial year from 1st of July to the end of June. So then I can always have the appropriate amount of the planners in the same cover if I wanted to. This summer I had this really painful memory from losing my colleague of a heart attack, and the bad thing with this one is that every time when I open it, it opens with this one, or if I go with the weeks, I always end up going to this page, and here is the funeral. And these reminders were like, every time my heart is aching and I am getting very sad. I just had a cry. I started out by recording another video about this, and I had to stop because I was sobbing so much. So what I did was, when September arrived, I decided to start my Wonderland 222. That's when I got it, and this one is an undated one, so I started it up in September. Very happy to be able to leave this one. This one is, of course, a precious planner that I will always keep, because here are so many memories, but I don't want to have those memories in my face every time I open my planner. So that's why I put this one aside. But what I did was that I went back, last week I went back and I tried out some I'll show you the, so what I decided to do was that I wanted to explore and see if the time blocking, the color coding would function as well and do the same happy feeling for me in the Hobonichi Cousin as in the Wonderland 222. So here it goes. And I realized, yes, it does. I used a little bit of a tinier, smaller, handwriting, so that I can easily fit in everything I want to write on one line. And I've done the color coding here as well as here, and I love how this one turned out. And I realized that I want to go back. I started to do plenty of different pages here, just to see how different systems, how they would look like. And I realized that I want to go back to the Cousin because it has so many other pros, and I will talk about them just in a little bit. So, all the love to the Wonderland 222. I have this one, I have the other two sizes. I might go back and use them throughout the year or next year, because all of them are undated and I can start them or restart them whenever I want to. So, no loss, no chaos, no panic. I have a planner piece, even though I decide to leave this one for a moment. And it's all good. We're talking a lot about the lineup and the planner piece and the panic and everything, about choosing and deciding. But I have come up to the conclusion and to the realization that I am a good person, I have a big heart, and I'm curious, and I am quite creative. And I really need to have, the change between the planners. So sometimes I go throughout the whole year in a planner, or sometimes I leave it after a couple of months. That doesn't mean that I'm a bad planner or that I don't have the planner piece. I see it as I I see it as a way for me to be both creative and both have the time to plan things. But what I always do is that I have one planner that will go with me throughout the whole year, and that's the weeks, the Hobonichi weeks. So if ever I will go back and forth in these two, I always have, these are my business planners. I always have everything in my on my Outlook, so I can always go back and refer to the old dates in my computer. And when it comes to the personal life, everything is in my weeks, my Hobonichi weeks. This is my health planner, but I always have one for the everyday carry. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm quite happy, but sometimes a little bit frustrated, of course. That comes with the planning, I think. Anyway, so sorry. Let's start to open up the January till June, and I will talk a little bit about how I'm going to use this one. This is a avec, so it starts, as I said, in the June and it ends in December 2022. And then I have another book, here it is, July to December. My financial year goes from July to December, so this one will be the first book of the 2023, 2022 and the 2023. And this is the end of the year, the last 6 months of the year for my business. But I'm all happy having everything here for the spring, and I can always go back and to this one, my Wonderland 222, and of course to my notebooks to see things that happened here in autumn, September, July, September, December, whenever I need a list or a reference or a meeting note or something. Anyway, I'm not sure how I'm gonna decorate this pretty book. It might be quite simple, but there are some things that I always do. For instance, this page comes with the actual year, that is 2022, with all the months here. And I always go and I put the weekly numbers of every week here, because in Sweden we talk a lot about the week numbers. So I always have to refer to that, as well as on the 2023 here. And then sometimes I need to go back and look at my 2021. And I'm thinking of mark the days when I have been doing some certain projects or all my client projects or something like that. Here, we'll see about that. Here is the 6 months layout, and this one you can use for so many different purposes. Some people use it as an index, so if you want to write something on the daily pages, I'll show you here, back here. As you can see, they are color-coded in different colors. So here we have January, and here we have all the weeks, but here we have the January. So if I want to write something, let's say here, I can write an index here, so whatever, if there's something I really need to remember, which is really good. Or you can use it as a tracker by writing the things you want to track here, and then you mark them here. For instance, if this would be your personal planner and you want to track, glasses of water and being out having your power walk and so forth, you write all of those things here, and then you can mark them off here. I've seen some planners, being very persistent and consistent in this, and it looks so well when it's finished, of course. You can also write about your main things that happens here, your priority for the month here, and you can also do your review or whatever you want here. That's one of those things that I really loved in the Wonderland 222, where they have the overview and the preview. So overview was or the review, I'll show you. And there was another thing also. Here you have the overview. So here you have, for instance, the weeks of the month, or if you want to highlight some areas and you have space to write. And then you have your monthly view, and then you have your weeks, which I really like. And then when you end the month, you get to the page here and you have your review of the month. So here you start the month and here you close the month. I really love that. And then in the beginning you have your quarter layouts and so forth. I have a couple of videos about this terrific planner, so please go to the list and you can find some flip-throughs there. And I am not really sure yet if I will for sure not have a tracker in this one, because this is a business personal planner. But I think that I will use this one as an index for the different pages here, because I am tending to, that's why I'm changing to this one. I will use all of the different pages here for my note-taking of the day. And I haven't really decided yet if I'm gonna do my to-do list here or if I'm gonna go and use this one here. We'll see. I'll have to think about that for a while, but there are a lot of like note-taking pages, meetings, things to remember and so forth will be here. And it will be very random, from marketing to finances to different clients to my own planning and so forth. So that will be, very well indexed here. So I can easily find it when I need to refer to it. And then we have the monthly view here. So this is the 2021. I will fill this one in and, start my December, and I will for sure I will show you how I'm gonna do the monthly. It will look like this, where I again use different kind of colors about things that I've done, and I really like how this one looks like. As this planner is going with me whenever I'm going away. Now we're not supposed to go anywhere again. We have some restrictions here in Sweden, but there will also be, of course, some personal stuff here that I have to consider when I do my job planning. So vacations, birthdays, some dinners and so forth will be here also. I've been doing some marketing planning in this page where I use, if you can see that this is 1 week, so here is one square, and I've done, I write down the different kind of marketing actions that I do here. And yeah, it has functioned really well. So, and then they come, all of them, all the way to March of 2021, I think, 23. Let's see. Oh no, sorry, this is for not a full year. So this is ending in July. So it goes over 1 month to the new planner. Yeah, and then I start using the other planner after that. So here is today. Today's the 27th. And I am not working for a couple of weeks. I'm starting to work here. So I'm going to use these pages to be planning my free time, so that I feel that I really have done the things that I really have wanted to and being, waiting for to do, and that are the that's the time for meditation, for reading a book, doing planning, learning some new apps, out walking and so forth. And so that's what I'm gonna do here. I really want to be strict because I really have to turn my healthy life again. I was very healthy the first 6 months of this year. Then the death of my partner happened and I really lost it after that. So I have gained some kilos, but that's not the most important. The most important is that I don't feel healthy. I'm tired and I don't take care of myself in the way I want to. And that's why one of the reasons why my companion died. She didn't take care of herself. So it's kind of, I'm getting a little bit annoyed by myself, you know, when I don't want to do the same thing that she did, of course. So yeah. And I will, you know, color code it. I really like when it, you know, you can see the different things, and I will put some stickers on. But what I do then when I come here, I always do it without stickers, just colors. And that's just because I want to have a strict look when I use them. But then when I'm finished using a particular week, then I can, you know, go all crazy with the stickers. Yeah, so that's all of the 6 months. And then when you end up here in the end of June, in the beginning of July 2022, you have your turning the page to a new year. Well, it's not a new year here. It's a new 6 months period. Or you can use it as, of course, sorry, I don't know how I'm thinking, turning the page to a new year. That's interesting. Let's see what it says here. Let's see what it says here. The one when you are in the middle of a year. Turning the page, it says, yeah. So here you can do, I have been doing this, like working with a mind map of goal setting. Some people use these as a index page. You can do a lot of different things, or if you want to do a decoration here to start the new year. I'm not really sure yet what I'm going to do, so we'll see. I will think about that too. And then you have your start of the month. Here is January, where you can do the goal setting for this particular month. And then you have your timeline here that starts from 4 and it ends at 4 here. So you can do, you know, if you want to micromanage or micro plan your day. Sometimes I do take off these hours and I put the hours that I need. Let's start from 8 and then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and I make my own timeline here. And you have your 5 different priority boxes here if you want to do that, and you have space to write here. But as I am going to be, so that's one way how I'm going to use it, and some days I'm going to use the whole page as a note page. Yeah. So I think this will look really good, or it will be very functional at least. And then you have your pages down here where you have your timetable from 1 to 7. If you want to, I don't have anything that is consistent in my life, so I can't really use this. You have your graph paper if you want to do your, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry, 6 different months. And then you have every week here. And if you want to do your like weight loss or I'm not sure when you want to use this graph paper, but you can. Here you have your favorites of the month or of something, other things that you want to highlight. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's for all of the 12 months of the year. So here you can have your favorites, your highlights for work and for your personal life. And then you have your 6 months, as this one is a 6 months planner. And here you have your 100 of favorites. And I am really thinking of writing about my gratitude here. Something that I'm happy of. You know, not every day, but or if I want to write, you know, just write down all the different works that I'm getting for the whole year. That might be something maybe even better. So I'll think about that. And then you have plenty of pages here in Japanese that are really good, at least when they're illustrated. Here you have your stretching in the bed that I know is very good for you and your joints. And then you have this one, I know, like if you're born in 1900, like my father-in-law, he is born the 1928, so he turns 94 next year. And my parents, they are born the 1942, and they are turning 80. So this is quite good for, you know, if you, I know I have a planner friend who uses this one a lot in her work, so that's good. And then you have your important addresses and your personal notes. So this one will for sure go into my new cover. I'll show you this one. It's from the Spanish shop called Nabucco, and I love these covers. This will be my new favorite place where I will always go back and get some new things. Man-made in Spain by Maria and her staff, and it's called Nabucco. I can really recommend this. I have this one in A5, and then I have a couple of smaller ones for the weeks. One for the mega and one for the ordinary ones. And I love how it looks like. I am thinking, though, not to order with this, because this really bothers me when I open it up like this. But if you take it out of the cover when you use it, well, then it's not an issue. But I didn't think about that because I really wanted the knot, or not the knot. I didn't want the knot, but I wanted the elastic band around it. I am always having this one. Here is all the things that I really need to have with me. And I think that you can, but that might be another planner. I haven't looked that up yet, that you can order it with small pockets and so forth, and you might get another size where it also contains, it also goes with the two planners together. I will for sure look that up because I am so in love with these covers. Anyway, so that's my business / everyday carry personal life planner. Mostly business, but some personal things in here also. So I hope you enjoyed the chatty video about how I'm thinking of using this planner, the Hobonichi avec, for my work and for my personal life. I will of course do a much more thorough setup video when I have ended up, deciding how I am going to use this one. But this was the first thought, and I am very happy that you joined me. And I hope that you take care of yourself and that we will see each other soon again. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe, please push the button down below. And if you want to write anything, questions, or give me some advice or whatever, or if you want me to talk about certain things, please write that in the down below also. Take care, guys. Bye bye.